Hello, hello, hello! I am disturbedcanon, you can call me Disturbed, and today we're going to be playing a deck called 7 Land Belcher, and we're playing it for the low price of 15.5 ticks, or very little in paper. So, if you've never seen this deck before, never seen this concept, it is actually really interesting. It is built around this card right here, Goblin Charbelcher. It is a 4-mana artifact that says 3 and tap, reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal a land card, deal damage to target equal to that much damage, or twice that much damage if the land you revealed was a mountain. So, with that in mind, the fewer lands we have in our deck when we activate this, the more damage we deal. If we have 0, then we deal the rest of our library's worth of damage. If we have only a few, then we will deal a lot. And if we hit a mountain, which we have 2 of, both of which are mountain forests, mind you, then we get to deal twice that much damage. So everything else in our deck is essentially just making sure that we can hit our land drops despite only having 7 lands, and be able to cast our Goblin Charbelcher and resolve its ability quickly and before our opponent can do anything. So, our sideboard is just things that help make that easier to do. We've got Healer of the Glade for life gain, Nature's Claim for blowing up other people's artifacts, Veil of Summer as protection, Gaia's Blessing in case we hit a life gain deck primarily, just anything that requires us to have to reshuffle a library in where we're expecting that one Goblin Charbelcher activation with all of our lands on the battlefield won't be enough to kill them. So having Gaia's Blessing should give us a way out of that. We've got Sentinel Totem for graveyard matchups, Damping Sphere for Tron and that kind of thing, and Ratchet Bomb for everything else. For the most part, I think we're not going to be able to sideboard much, just because it's hard to sideboard when every single card in your deck is part of your combo. But, with any luck, we're not going to need to, but we do have it there in case. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started with the games. I don't know how to do a Pikachu emote, so I'm just going to say hi in chat. Hi. Alright, let's go ahead and get started. For some reason I didn't go full screen. There we go. Okay. Would I like to play first? You know I would. I don't know why it's a question. Mulligan to 6. I've got 2 lands in hand. I'm practically flooding. Yeah, I'll keep that. No Charbelcher, which I should probably have mulliganed actually for a Charbelcher. But hopefully we get lucky. I playtested this, and one of the things that I did learn from playtesting is that you should never keep a hand without Charbelcher. So I screwed up just now because I got excited. But, you know, is what it is. If we lose this, we can at least say that's why. Why, thank you, Mr. Shy. Okay then, let's see. We're going to Caravan Vigil, grab Forest, play the Forest, Caravan Vigil, grab a Forest, pass turn. So as you can see, we're actually hitting our land super easily. Even though we only have 7, it's not really that big of a problem. It can be hard if we take a heavy mulligan hand to get all of our lands out of our deck. Hence why we have the 2 hybrid mountain forests. Just for those moments where we know that we're going to come out a little short. So it's being able to double the damage because it's a mountain makes it look a lot better. Alrighty then, let's go ahead and cast this. Our opponent has just played a Seachrome Coast and a Mutavault, so I'm guessing humans or spirits. Those are really the decks that play those cards. Chancellor of the Tangle. Well, that's not super useful. Let's name red just in case we ever get to monkey beats for some reason. Rampant Growth. So we have 6 mana. We can actually play this Chancellor next turn, so I mean that's at least a 6/7 for something. Not for nothing, that's a 6/7 for 7. The opponent is playing spirits, Bant spirits apparently, okay. With a beautiful art on that Mutavault. Kinda hard to read the card, but I like the art on it. Yep, I'll take 2. Cycle Street Wraith. Because if we are able to draw a Charbelcher, our life total doesn't matter. Right, cancel. I need to play the Cinderglade first. Chancellor of the Tangle. So now we at least have 2 things we can do. I'm betting the opponent has probably never seen a Chancellor of the Tangle actually get cast, because I know I haven't. That's not a card that sees play as being cast much. Let's see. I'm gonna check my recording real quick. Hi! Yes, okay, I'm going well. He is waiting for me to respond. I'm pretty much just gonna F6. I don't think there's anything I can do to respond to anything. No, I'm not gonna bother to grab one of my non-existent basics left in my library. I'm officially out of basics in the library. This is a good example of why we have the mountains, though, because we currently have 6 lands out, and if it weren't for that path, we would still have a forest on our library, which, if we drew Charbelcher right now, could make it so we can't hit our opponent for lethal. So if we hit the Cinderglade instead, we deal twice as much damage. I'm just waiting for my opponent to do something. So I'm at F6 here. Opponent. I know they're just going to attack me. I mean... So they're going to use the Aether Vial on their turn, naming Supreme Phantom. Yep. Getting for 6, bring me down to 10. Surprised they didn't fire off their Mutavault. Makes me a little concerned that they have something else. Because that would be another 4 damage. Just gonna fire off this second Chancellor of the Tangle. We've managed to draw 3 of our 4 Chancellors, and none of our name card. So our opponent actually is lethal, it just depends on if they see it or not. Because firing up Mutavault here is actually lethal. I just need to see him activate it. Opponent. Well, that actually gets them lethal anyway. There we go. Concede. Alright, do we want to bring anything in against them here? Ratchet Bomb doesn't do anything. Damping Sphere, Sentinel Totem, Nature's Claim. Nope, nothing really that we need to bring in against them. We're actually faster than them. Hopefully they don't know that we're playing Goblin Charbelcher. I bet they do. But Goblin Charbelcher isn't something you see in Modern a whole lot, so we might get lucky here. Okay, so for future reference, for my sake, never take a hand without Goblin Charbelcher, or at least Ancient Stirrings. Ancient Stirrings is the bare minimum, because that essentially says draw 5 when we're only looking for a Goblin Charbelcher. I would love to play first, please and thank you. I don't expect to post a good record here, but I'm hopeful. Whew, this is hard. I think I actually keep this. I know I have no mana. I'm drawing dead to anything that isn't a mana source, which I only have 11 of after turn 1. But we'll see. This is the problem with only running 7 lands, is that in total we have, I think, 15 turn 1 mana sources. And we need to have a Goblin Charbelcher in hand. We have a stacked hand if we can draw any mana source though. I mean, even a monkey we can translate into some lands and stuffs. Wild Canter here is actually able to turn our monkey into a green source, which we can use to open the gates, grab a land, and either Renegade Map or Caravan Vigil afterwards. Chance. Not what we want. That would have been great. Turn 1. Just gonna F6 through their turn. Hope they cast nothing. No Supreme Phantoms, none of that. Oh. Punished. Punished! Gonna get rid of this Wild Canter, it doesn't do anything when we have 2 of them. Opponent might be missing a land drop. That'd be cool. They are. Wow. Oh god. We have only drawn cards that are strictly worse than the cards that were already in our hand. Oh. Gonna flash out. What are they gonna flash out here? Rattle Chains. This Mausoleum Wanderer is a little bit of a problem. because it is able to counter Goblin Charbelcher, I believe. Let's double check that. Counter target instant or sorcery. I thought it was non-creature. Okay, so it cannot counter a Goblin Charbelcher, though it can counter a Open the Gate / Caravan Vigil, so we do need to be careful about not relying too heavily on that. F6 through the turn. It's not like we're doing anything at all. But we're 10 cards deep. Haven't found any of our 11 mana sources. We're gonna be fine though. We're gonna be fine. We're gonna get a strong start, and everything is gonna be fine. They're gonna come in here at 4, and we're gonna go down to 14, or they will pass through their turn. That's actually, I think that might have been a misclick on their part. I'm just gonna F6 through my own turn and get rid of one of these redundant renegade maps. What? They left the game. Well, let's see how many cards deep I had to go. Alright, so I had to go a lot of cards deep. Alright, I'm going to chalk that up as a loss. I know technically we won, but we didn't. Right? Oh, they're still here. I'm probably still going to chalk that up as a loss. We'll see. Yeah, okay, they conceded. Yeah, I'm still chalking that up as a loss. Because we weren't going to win that. I think the opponent was just having some connection issues or something along those lines. Or he just didn't want to play against somebody who wasn't wanting to play either, apparently. But as he could see, I wasn't playing. Well, we have Ancient Stirrings. We have plenty of mana sources. Do we keep this? Well, okay then. I guess we don't have to make that decision. Yes, I would love to go first. Please and thank you. Well, we don't keep this. Yeah, we don't keep this. Oh, but we definitely keep this. This is like the ideal hand, actually. What do we put back is the question. I think Ancient Stirrings. Yes, I would love to get that free mana. Okay. Always yield. Don't know why I did that. Doesn't matter. Just so I don't accidentally pass through my turn, I suppose. Alright, so let's Caravan Vigil. Grab a forest. Play the forest. Do I want to Spirit Guide the Secure Tribe Elder? No, I'm going to put Utopia Sprawl on the forest. And name Green, because I'm not going to cast this monkey. And then I'm going to hit 6 and pass the turn. So let's see what Ogu Maniac is doing. Good luck to my opponent. Burn, it looks like, just based on the first card we see. But they didn't crack it, so maybe not. Alrighty then, let's go ahead and exile Spirit Guide. Tap this for 2 mana. Cast Sakura Tribe Elder with the red. Crack Sakura Tribe Elder. Grab a forest. Cast Utopia Sprawl on the forest using floating green. And green. There we go. F6. Next turn, we can already cast Goblin Charbelcher on turn 2. Or on turn 3, I mean. Yep, they'll burn. Okay. I was right. Still looks like burn. Yep. Yepity yep. Eidolon of the Great Revel. Well, that doesn't actually do much against us, now that we have enough mana to actually cast Charbelcher. Ooh, okay, let's cycle that. Ooh. And pass turn. Opponent. They're gonna hit themselves with an Eidolon. Yep. Yep. Gonna come in for 4. Land on top. Charbelcher. Okay. Now the question becomes, do I Charbelcher the Eidolon so I can cast this Renegade Map without taking the damage? Or do I Charbelcher the face and hope it's enough to kill them? Well, let's see. They're going to deal 4 damage to me next turn, bring me down to 7. Which is not double bolt range, but if I cast Renegade Map, it is. So, I'm going to Charbelcher the Eidolon, so I can cast the Renegade Map and save 2 damage next turn. Yeah, and that wouldn't have been enough to kill them. Would have been enough to have their life total, but not kill them. And now I can play the Renegade Map and crack it next turn to get another land out of my deck. And Goblin Charbelcher their face. Or Charbelcher the Goblin Guide, or something along those lines. It doesn't ultimately matter at this point, because our opponent can't do much against our repeatable removal spell. Now that we've got this going, it's actually going to be pretty hard for them to do anything unless they're main decking a Braid. Ooh! Well, cast Search for Tomorrow. Grab an untapped basic. Crack this. Grab a basic. Well, that greatly increases our odds of just outright killing our opponent. Because now there's only one non-mountain land in our deck. Oh yeah. Dealt 54 damage to the opponent. 54 damage to the opponent in one hit. Is there anything we want to bring in? We've got Healer of the Glades we can bring in. What do we want to cut for that? Magus of the Vineyard is actually fine. Sakura Tribe Elder is great. Well, we can cut a Rampant Growth and a Wild Cantrell. Run it back like that. Are you maniac? Okay. We have no mana sources because we have no way to turn that red into a green, so we're just gonna have to straight mulligan that. And we have no Charbelcher, no way to get it. Now we have 2 Charbelchers, a mana source, a way to get lands. Yeah, I think we keep this. I'm gonna put one of the Charbelchers back, and I almost put the other Charbelcher back for no reason. And we'll put back one of the Rampant Growths, the ugly Rampant Growth. Done. So we'll reveal that. Okay. So it is our opponent's turn. They're going to Swift Spear right off the bat. Get in for 1. Yes, I would love to add a green to my mana pool. I'm going to go ahead and use Renegade Map, not Search for Tomorrow. That way I can get a land next turn, play Search for Tomorrow. That way if I draw a 1 mana spell to fetch a land, I can cast that immediately, rather than having to wait and getting caught up on lands. The worst thing they could cast here is Eidolon. They're going to Lightning Bolt our face. Yep. Down to 16. Going to Lightning Bolt our face, I imagine. Lava Spike. Skewer the critics. Okay, yeah. Down to 13. Gonna take another 3, bringing us down to 10. Strong turn 2 from the opponent. Ooh, another Charbelcher. That's exactly what I wanted to draw. Gonna take a forest, gonna play a forest, going to suspend a search. And pass back, and hope I don't die. I'm not quite, but I am functionally in double bolt range. I imagine this is an Eidolon, yep. Well, Eidolon might just be the end of us here, because we can't resolve our Charbelcher yet. So a lot of the things we're going to cast are going to be between 1 and 3 mana. 1 and 3 CMC. Or we're just going to cast nothing until next turn anyway, so whatever. Yep. Nothing to do with our 1 mana. Nothing to do at all. Alright, that brings us down to 5, and I'm pretty sure that makes this pretty much lethal. Because now we can't even cast our ramp spells, and now we concede. Alright, let's just run it back exactly like we have it. Nothing changes. This is just going to be a symptom of the deck that occasionally we're just not going to run as quick as our opponent. I think us winning game 1 will make this game 3 a little bit easier. The fact that we get to be on the draw, or on the play. The opposite of on the draw. It's delicious. Alrighty then, yes, I would love to play first. Please and thank you. I have a Charbelcher, but no mana sources and no way to get mana. So I have to mulligan this. I have the best hand I could ever ask for. So I'll keep this. Yeah, I'll keep that. What am I putting back, though? I think I put back the full art rampant growth because it was bad luck for us last time. I think the full art rampant growth might be a little bit bad luck. Alright, so we're going to land, Utopia Sprawl, that land, on green. Next turn we get to open the gates and rampant growth. Get 2 basics out of our deck, and get us up to full mana so that we can Charbelcher on turn 3. Ooh, Magus of the Vineyard. Magus of the Vineyard is actually quite good against our opponent. Let's see, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we won't have enough if we... Well, let's see. So 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. There's no way we have enough to cast and activate Goblin Charbelcher next turn. So I think we just do what we were planning on doing anyway. If we draw a Simian Spirit Guide, I will... or a land. If we draw a Simian Spirit Guide or a land, I will eat my foot. But that... Well, we're not drawing either of the... Well, we're drawing Street Wraith, so I suppose technically we could be drawing one of those. But... Alrighty then, I'm going to go ahead and Goblin Charbelcher. And pass the turn. Well, our opponent being stuck on one land is so much better than us being stuck on one land, so I'm quite glad about that. And we're actually at a really healthy life total for it being turn 3 against Burn. Our opponent really had their perfect draw last game. Well, this time we have not quite our perfect draw. We could have had Goblin Charbelcher out on turn 2, but we have a pretty good draw. Alright, so we're going down to 9 here. Okay. And our top card is Ancient Stirrings. Alright then. Down to 9. Okay. Well, let us go ahead and Charbelcher. I think we hit the... Yeah, I think we hit the Swift Spear and then Magus of the Vineyard to block the Goblin Guide. Preserve our life total until we know what's going on. Or do we just go face here? What is the chance our opponent just kills us next turn? We go down to 6. Each burn spell deals... So they need to be able to cast 2 burn spells, so if they draw a land, we're dead. So yeah, we're going to hit Monastery Swift Spear. Okay, top card was a Forest. We're going to cast this Magus of the Vineyard to block. hoping that our opponent doesn't have the one spell they have in their entire deck with a generic mana cost. Because almost everything in the deck is colored mana. Take your 2 free green mana, my opponent. You're welcome. This is why Magus of the Vineyard is pretty good against them, because 2 extra green mana doesn't do much. They can still usually only cast 1 spell, and it's unlikely that it'll even get any extra. They'll even be able to cast a better spell because of the extra mana. See, they cast a lightning bolt. Alright, so lightning bolting our face. Okay. Okay. Cinderglade on top. Wow, so we had 2 lands on top. We're going to go ahead and throw this in front of that. Save ourselves 2 life. Well, now we know that we functionally have 1 forest and 1 Cinderglade left in our library. So let's go face. This is pretty much our only chance here. Oh my god, 4 damage. Oh. Sometimes this is just what happens, but still, that hurts. Well, let's Ancient Stirring, see what we find. I doubt we'll find anything. Charbelcher. Yep, any order. Yep, and we concede. Well, good game, opponent. Good game. That was good. It was close. I got a couple activations off. We just got really unlucky with the land placement in our deck. It's alright, though. These things happen. This is why Goblin Charbelcher is not a meta deck, by any means. There isn't really much difference between our build and the most competitive version of Charbelcher in Modern, because all of the cards are ridiculously cheap. That being said, you know, it's not a competitive deck. So it not being competitive is not a surprise. It was nice to hit the opponent for 54 damage, though. That felt good. Good luck to our opponent. I'm trying to decide if I think the opponent's name is Anti-Semitic. I am not sure. This hand has a ridiculous amount of mana and doesn't do anything. I could cast a very early Chancellor of the Tangle, if that's what I wanted to do. 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I could cast a very early Chancellor of the Tangle, but that doesn't help me much. Ooh, okay. We can keep this. Maybe. No. We still don't do anything with our mana, so we're gonna mulligan again. I'm sorry. Sorry, pump fake. I saw the 2 lands and I'm like, ooh, that's 2 lands out of our deck. Yeah, this is super keepable though. And we're gonna get rid of these. Well, actually, Ancient Stirrings. Spirit Guide. We can get down maybe a very early Charbelcher. Dune. Reveal Chancellor. Okay. This might be a very early... Are we going first? Nope, they are. Okay, just double checking before I pass through my turn. Didn't think we were, but I've been mistaken before. The opponent plays a forest, and ooh, that's the nice Eldraine Bridge Forest. I like that art. Boreal Druid. Okay. Elf Ball. Oh, it's not showing up. Okay. There it is. I don't think anything plays Boreal Druid except for Elf Ball. I might be mistaken there, I don't know. Caravan Vigil. Can grab a forest and cast this Magus of the Vineyard. I know that it'll help them quite a bit. It'll jump them from 3 mana on turn 2 to 5 mana on turn 2. But it will allow us to cast Charbelcher on our turn 2. And then resolve it on turn 3 and hopefully just win right then. Only 1 land out of our deck isn't great. This is secretly just Modern's version of Group Hug. Just, you know, helping us both, you know? We all benefit. I want you to have some mana, opponent. I was hoping they weren't going to be a green deck, but it is what it is. Okay. Archdruid. Strangely, they're tapping their Boreal Druid for that. Nettle Sentinel. Okay. Yeah, we helped them out quite a bit. Yes, I would love that extra mana. Please and thank you. Well, let's go ahead and exile a Simian Spirit Guide. Cast a Charbelcher. And pass the turn. So it comes down to who can kill the opponent faster. You feeling lucky, punk? I'm not feeling lucky. I am not feeling lucky at all. Yep, go ahead and take your green mana, opponent. They're at 6 mana now, 7 mana, 8 mana. 8 mana on turn 3, not bad, opponent, not bad. Well, we got down a turn 2 Charbelcher on the draw. So that is really good for us. The only question here is if we can capitalize on it. If activating Charbelcher with 6 lands still in our deck will be enough. So the opponent apparently is mono green elves, I think. Got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mana this turn. 10 mana, Boreal Druid. Coco, okay. Yep, just a decent elf ball deck, yep. Elves that tap for mana, tap for more mana the more elves you have. Shaman of the Pack. Okay, so it's green-black then. Yep, and that might be lethal actually. I think we just have to Goblin Charbelcher their face and hope that we have enough. That Heritage Druid adds a lot of mana for them too. So they've got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 power on board for next turn. They can attack for 5 here, bring me down to 8. No way I can possibly get rid of 11 power off the board at this point. Just not going to happen. I can get rid of 7 if I kill Elvish Archdruid, but that's not enough. Unfortunately, we can't afford to block with this Magus of the Vineyard because we need it to activate Charbelcher. So we're going to take the 5. Okay. We go down to 8. They still have things they need to cast. There's 5 mana. This Magus of the Vineyard has helped our opponent at least as much as it's helped us. It just so happened that they were a almost mono green Elves deck. Convoke spell, Chord of Calling, X4. What are they grabbing? Green, black elves. Oh, yep. Alrighty then. Nothing we can do about that. Anything we want to bring in. Ratchet Bomb is interesting. Damping Spear is interesting. I think we bring in Damping Spear, but not Ratchet Bomb. Cutting a Wild Cantor. And a Rampant Growth. Let's see, 4 Rampant Growth. No, White Border Rampant Growth. Let's see. Picking which Rampant Growth is truly crucial. That one of White Rampant Growth is going to be enough for us. Would you like to play first? I would love to play first. Ask me again. Yeah, this is about the perfect hand. Yeah, we'll keep that. We will absolutely keep that. Let's see. So, turn 1, we have 1, 2 mana. We can reveal. There we go. Okay. Didn't want to reveal. Okay. Alrighty then. So we have 2 mana. Next turn, we will have not enough to cast Goblin Charbelcher. So I think we Rampant Growth here, so that next turn we can Caravan Vigil, play a Forest, Wild Cantor. That'll get us 3, 4, 5. We might be a little bit slow. So the opponent is going to play Some variation on Land of War, Heritage Druid. Heritage Druid doesn't even tap for mana yet, so that's something at least. It's one of the combo pieces, but it doesn't tap for mana yet, so. Well, actually, Sakura Tribe Elder is a pretty decent draw. We can Caravan Vigil, get a forest. The game is really lagging behind today. Get a forest, play the forest, play Sakura Tribe Elder. There we go. F6, and we can chump block and sack Sakura Tribe Elder to get the 4th forest, leaving us with just 2 mountains and a forest in library. Pendlehaven. Tapping it for mana. Play another Heritage Druid. Alright. Those don't get better in multiples. Triple Heritage Druid. Oh, that's a clunky draw for our opponent. Alrighty then, I'm just going to sack this now since I know my opponent isn't going to attack. That way I don't miss the trigger, miss the opportunity. Ooh. Well, that gets our last forest out, actually. That's great. Grab the last forest, play it, play Goblin Charbelcher. So now we just have the 2 mountains left in library, which should hopefully be enough to just one-shot our opponent here. The opponent has had a very clunky draw, though, to be fair. How many does this need to sack? They need to sack 5 and pay 5 mana into it, which they can almost do. They're 1 creature short. So, looks like they're Court of Calling here. For a Lord, maybe. Yep, x equals 3. Rex Sage. Oh, crap. GG's opponent. I think that might just be the end of us. What do we do about that? I don't know why I'm even casting Renegade Map, it can't fetch anything. We're gonna play this out. I don't know that there's anything we can do except cast Chancellor next turn. And I'm not sure if that is enough. It's a great blocker for what it is, but our opponent just has so much mana at this point, and they can regenerate any elf that we block. So it essentially just delays the inevitable. It doesn't fix anything. But next turn, if we draw Charbelcher, we can play it and activate it. So that's a hope. That's our hope at this point. I'm just gonna yield through my opponent's turn. Play in a black elf. Gonna drain us for 6 here. Yep. Shaman of the Pack. Enters the battlefield, drains us for 6. We have to play to our out, so we're not going to block here just in case the top card is Charbelcher. I'm going to go down to 5 if they attack all out. Though they might want to activate that Heritage Druid and make some mana. Oh, apparently they do. We're gonna Court of Calling again, apparently. Court of Calling X2. Grabbing a Lord, maybe? Stain the Mind. Choose a non-land. Oh, okay. I have never seen that card before. I have never seen that card before. That is an interesting card. Alright, opponent. That's one way to get rid of Charbelchers, yeah. I think that means we're just dead, but I'm going to play it out. No reason not to. Might as well play the Chancellor and see what happens. It is a 6/7. That isn't nothing. Our opponent is really dragging out the clock. It's taking forever. And they left the Charbelcher in the graveyard. Interesting. Dismember. Alrighty then. I'm going to make a white mana just to spite them. Well, that means we can't even cast Chancellor next turn, actually, so that's... In fact, if we don't draw a mana source, we won't be able to cast Chancellor now. Yep. Yeah. I'm gonna lose the white mana that I couldn't use anyway. Alright. Well, we're not gonna draw a Charbelcher. Gonna draw a Magus. Well, if we play Magus, he gives all of his creatures +3/+3. That's 6, 12, 18. Trampling damage plus their actual power. Yeah, we're done. We're done here. Alrighty then. That's loss number 3. Getting these going real quick. I'm not really surprised. It's not a consistent deck. But it's super funny when it works out. Nope, leave event. Nope. Well, tell him not to. I don't know how to... Alright, there we go. It was just taking a minute. Good luck to our opponent, Modern Solo. What are we doing here? Okay. Well, we have an Ancient Stirring, which has the potential to get us a Charbelcher. And we have a lot of ways to get basics out of our library. I think we actually keep this. As risky as it is, what happened to our chat log over here? Okay, let's keep this. As risky as it is, let's keep it. Pass through our opponent's turn. Fiery Islet. Serum Visions. Is it a Jeskai control? Looks like, maybe. Or some kind of combo deck. Ooh, Spirit Guide. That's nice to see. Let's just fire off this Ancient Stirrings right off the bat. Well, that's a land. Any order. I suppose that's not the worst thing. And we're 5 cards deeper in the library. Reason we want Ancient Stirrings first is because a lot of our things shuffle our library, and we want to get hopefully a couple draws in after our Ancient Stirrings to get the most out of putting the 5 cards on the bottom. Street Wraith cycle. Caravan Vigil, that's not super useful. There we go. So we get another draw with our somewhat stacked deck. We've looked at, what is it, 14 cards so far? 7, 12, plus 2. So yeah, 14 cards. We've looked 14 cards deep and have yet to see... Actually, we looked 15 cards deep because we drew, because we played second. Okay, let's draw. So 15. Ugh. Well, now we're getting to the point where it's hard to justify not shuffling. But we're going to hold out a little longer. Because we need to draw our Charbelcher. Perforos, God of the Forge. Well, that is a card I haven't seen in Constructed in a long time. And non-commander, I should say. Ugh. Alrighty then. Well, I guess we just keep passing. Yeah, I think that's our best play here. Because if we draw a Charbelcher, we can Renegade Map, play the land, 6, 7 mana, play and activate Charbelcher with only 1 forest in our library. I think, yep, always yield to that. Yep. So our opponent is just going to storm off with Perforos, which is an interesting concept. I like it. Hurts very badly, but I like it. Burn at the stake. Is that what that is? Yeah. Alrighty then. We're probably just gonna finish this off right here. Let's see the last card. Opt. Lightning Bolt. Alright. Let's Let's see, what do we want to do here? They're just playing a combo deck, and there's Damping Sphere, I suppose, is good against them. So we'll cut a Wild Cantor and a Full Art Rampant Growth for the Damping Spheres. I would love to go first, please and thank you. Yes, I would still love to go first. Charbelcher, but no mana sources. I don't think we can keep that. Ooh, but we can keep this. In fact, I would very much like to keep this, if that is alright with me. Question is, what do we want to do first? We're going to put a Utopia Sprawl on the bottom. Done. Waiting for Modern Solo main phase. 1 forest. I think we just go ahead and Utopia Sprawl the forest. Naming green. Having a little bit of lag here. Okay. Okay. F6 through our opponent's turn. Island for our opponent, and that is it. Alright. Well, I'm just gonna suspend Search for Tomorrow, suspend Search for Tomorrow. Suspend Search for Tomorrow, there we go. Okay. Game is really having some issues right now. See what our opponent wants to do now. The goal here is to be able to cast and activate Goblin Charbelcher. Young Pyromancer. Alrighty then, Search for Tomorrow. Search for Tomorrow. Draw. Rampant Growth. Yep. Alrighty then, we're gonna play Secure Tribe Elder. Alrighty then. Yep. Yep. Young Pyromancer. So they've got a duplicate of one of the pieces of their combo. Cast that. Grab a forest. Okay. Cast that. Grab a forest. Ooh! Well, that's nice. Damping Sphere. Rampant Growth. So next turn we can just resolve Charbelcher and activate it. Pay 3. Oh, right. Undo. 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 I forgot I had cast spells this turn. Those damn Search for Tomorrows. I should have sequenced that better. That was my own fault. Well, in that case, I'm actually a little bit in trouble. I don't remember, does Utopia Sprawl work with Damping Sphere? Yeah, it does, because otherwise the forest would have produced only colorless. So yes, it does work right. It works the way that I thought I did when I was building the deck. Just seeing these on the board at the same time, I was like, oh, wait a second. Am I sure I know what I'm doing? No, I'm sure I don't. Wow, they have young Pyromancertron. They have 3 of their 4 young Pyromancers. That's actually quite impressive. Gonna attack him for 4. That's fine. Okie dokie. Draw. Alrighty then. Well, a Damping Sphere is in our own way a little bit, but not super bad. Spell Pierce. Let's let them make their tokens. And then get to the point where it asks if I want to pay, and I will pay. Exile. From hand. Fortunately, I had this spirit guide prepped for just such an occasion. I need this Charbelcher to resolve. Yes, I would love to pay. Nothing would make me happier. Okay. Opponent can resolve nothing now, because everything costs at least 2. Just gonna F6, pass the turn. So next turn we can Rampant Growth and then activate Charbelcher since it's an effect, not a spell. F6. And all we can hit are the Cinderblades, which will hopefully mean that we can one-shot our opponent. Hopefully. It's rare for this deck to not go off until turn 6, but we did screw ourselves over a little bit with the Damping Sphere nonsense. And being so afraid of counterspells, because we knew that they had counterspells. That's why I wanted... And a Braids, actually. I was mostly afraid of a Braid. That's why I wanted to wait until I had 7 mana so I could play it and activate it. Alright, so we're taking a lot here, down to 7, taking 9. So our opponent is essentially threatening lethal unless we kill them. So it's all up to what our Charbelcher spins here. Oh no. Oh no. Yep. Alrighty then, that's fine. That's fine. Oh. Dang. So we're 0-4 so far, so we've got a good record. We've got a good record going. Feels good. Feels like we're doing stuff, you know? I'm having fun. I know this isn't going well by any stretch of the imagination. Any stretch. But I'm having fun. Every time I get almost where I need to be to Charbelcher my opponent, I'm excited. Okay. Good luck to mucho no. Much no. I lost the die roll, so our opponent is deciding, really thinking about which one of us he wants to go first. Well, I think we keep this. We've got an Ancient Stirrings, we've got a redraw, we've got mana, we've got ways to find more mana. I think we keep this. Gonna reveal that, please and thank you. Gonna F6 through our opponent's turn. See what they're on. Mishra's Bauble, so some kind of Death Shadow most likely. Looking at their own top card. Jund? Jund Death Shadow, I'm guessing. Thoughtseize. Oh, well, we don't have a Charbelcher in hand, but if they take this Stirrings, which they should, then we won't probably find a Charbelcher, which is not good. We can open the gates into search, though, so we will have plenty of mana. The opponent is trying to figure out what our pile does. Why we have a 0 land hand that we kept and nothing does anything other than find lands. Alrighty then, they take open the gates. Okay. So it is our upkeep now. Draw. Charbelcher! Oh! Well... Oh, right, yeah. Sorry, resolve Chancellor of the Tangle. Resolve Chancellor of the Tangle. Alrighty then, well, we will Caravan Vigil. From that sweet Street Wraith, draw. Thank you, Street Wraith. Such a good card. Going to go ahead and suspend this search for tomorrow. And then pass the turn. If our opponent Inquisitions here, we don't really lose anything, so that's good. Thoughtseize would ruin our day, but Inquisition wouldn't really do that much, luckily. So we got very lucky that we got that Charbelcher off the top. And then also drew a Caravan Vigil. Oh. Yep. Okay, so there's Sultai. Sultai Shadow, or Sultai good stuff, similar to Jund. Alrighty then, search. Draw Cinderglade. Well, that comes in untapped next turn, but not this turn, so we're just going to Utopia Sprawl. Naming green. And play Cinderglade. Tapped. And F6. Next turn we get to resolve a Charbelcher. And then poke our opponent in the face with it. Or in the Tarmogoyf maybe, I don't know. Haven't decided yet. Snapcaster. Oh, they're gonna Thoughtseize us again. Darn it. Darn it. We're gonna Thoughtseize us, take our Charbelcher. Charbelcher. Governor. Hopefully we can Ancient Stirrings into another one. That'd be great. Can't resolve it next turn though. Either way. Yep, we take 4. Yep, and search. Search. Get us a basic forest. Untapped. Draw an ancient stirrings. Well, that doubles our odds of finding it. Find nothing. Any order. Ancient stirrings. Forest. Oh crap. Any order. I guess I should have rampant growth first. Play the forest. Oh. Do I rampant growth here? Or do I hope that I draw into hope that I have a higher odds of drawing a Charbelcher next turn? I suppose I only have I suppose I have a higher chance of drawing it if I don't, since I essentially put 9 cards on the bottom of the library. 9 cards that won't Charbelcher on the bottom of my library. I still have 34 cards in my library that aren't Charbelcher though, so, you know. Alright then, well that's a problem. Yep, yeah, we lose now. I'm gonna cycle this for the sake of it, but we lose, yeah. Alright then, concede. Begin sideboarding. Well, what do we do about our opponent here? I think Sentinel Totem, since they're playing both Tarmogoyf and Snapcaster, I think Sentinel Totem is good. I think we only bring in 2 though. Cutting a Cantor, Wild Cantor, and a full art, Rampant Growth. See how this goes. I expect we're going to go the perfect 05. The ever sought after 05 record. What's funny here is I'm not really missing much from the actual 7-land Charbelcher deck. I would love to play first, please, and thank you. Ooh, but I'm gonna mulligan that. Our opponent has the advantage of Thoughtseize really just ruins us. Yeah, we'll keep this. We'll keep this. What are we putting on the bottom? I think we're putting this on the bottom. Yeah. Game? There we go. Reveal Chancellor of the Tangle. Okay. Upkeep, draw please. Yep. Oh right, no, it's it's turn 1. We don't draw on turn 1. Cycle Street Wraith, find a search for tomorrow. I'm gonna play it safe, play this Magus of the Vineyard. And then F6 and pass the turn. The opponent is going to get some free mana. Just for them. Just from the kindness of our heart. You know? Because we love them. Love. Love. Don't know what they're casting here, but they're definitely casting as fast as they can. Inquisition. Okay, that doesn't take our Charbelcher, so we don't care. That's where we're at right now. If it takes our Charbelcher, we lose. If it doesn't, we don't care. Everything else is redundant. They're really thinking about what they're taking here. Really thinking. Alright, they take the stirrings. And pass the turn without using the free mana. Alrighty then, so we get 2 free mana. And I think we suspend. And then we play this so that we can get a forest for next turn, so we can cast Search for Tomorrow next turn, get an untapped land off of it instead of waiting for it to come off suspend.